In the earlier class we discussed about the properties of integers under subtraction and the division. So what we have discussed here, under subtraction we discussed about the closure property. What we have discussed the first one, which is the closure property, and what we have discussed in that, if you took any two integers, while subtracting these two integers we have to get the result which is also an integer. So we can say that then the closure property holds good. And after that we discussed about the commutative property. And what the commutative property we discussed earlier, a minus b is not equal to b minus a. This we discussed, and after that we discussed about the division also. And you know that a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a. This is also we discussed under the commutative property. And we discussed one more, which is nothing but division by 1. What it says here, if you consider any integer, then we can say that a divided by 1 is always be equal to a. This one we discussed, and we have also discussed division by 0. Anything by 0 is undefined. That means if the denominator is 0, that value we cannot define, and we proved 0 by divided by a, which is 0. This one we discussed. After that we discussed in the last session. Now one more property is there, which we are going to discuss now, which is the associative property. So here associative property we are going to discuss now. So what it states here, you know that we discussed associative property under addition and under multiplication also. Now we are going to discuss this associative property under division. Here for associative property, you know that we need three integers. Let us consider those integers as 16, 4 and 2. Let us consider these numbers. Now what it states here, 16 divided by 4 divided by 2 must be equal to 16 divided by 4 divided by 2. Is this conditions false or not, we have to check. Just we know that this is not equal, but let's first check it here. What it states here, associative property under division. If you took three integers and you have to divide the first two integers, and the result is divided by the third integer, and here you need to divide the third integer and the second integer and the third integer, and the result you have to divide with the first integer. Now let us solve this one, whether you are getting the same answer or not, we need to check it here. So here, if you take this one LHS, so what it states here, 16 divided by 4 divided by 2. You need to solve this one. You know that 16 by 4 is nothing but 4 4 is 16. You will get the answer as 4. Now you got it here, 4 divided by 2. What is the value of 4 by 2? Which is nothing but 2 2's 4. You are getting the answer as 2. This is the value of LHS. So you got the value of LHS as 2. After doing the calculation for RHS, you need to check whether you are getting the same answer 2 or not. If not, this property does not hold. Now check for the RHS. So what is the RHS case here? 16 divided by 4 divided by 2. What is the next step? You need to divide the numbers what is there in the brackets first. So 4 divided by 2. What is the value of 4 divided by 2, which is nothing but 2. So you got the answer as 16 divided by 2. Now you need to divide these two numbers. 16 by 2, you know that 2 8 is 16. So you get the answer as 8. So by doing the RHS you got the answer as 8, and by doing the LHS you got the answer as 2. From this you can say here that the LHS is not equal to RHS. From this you can conclude here these two values are not equal. So by seeing this example, you can conclude that the associative property under division does not hold good for integers. So write that one here. After writing all these, write it here. Therefore, if A, B, C are integers, then A divided by B divided by C is not equal to A divided by B divided by C. From this you can state it here. Associative property does not hold good under division for which numbers we are discussing here? Integers. These are the properties for the integers. We discussed about the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now based on this we are going to solve the next exercise. In the next exercise there is only one problem. So see that problem. Which is exercise 6. So what is the first problem they have given? You need to fill these blanks. First one, minus 25 divided by this one is equal to 25, and the second one they have given. Third one, 50 divided by 0, and the last one 0 divided by 1. The last two problems are very easy, just now we discussed here. If the denominator is 0, that value is undefined, and if the numerator is 0, that value will always be equal to 0. Now see these questions here. Minus 25 divided by some value, you have to get the same number, and we discussed here A divided by 1 is always gives the result the same number. So which number you need to divide it with here? You need to divide with 1. Now you need to check the symbols here. Here minus is there, and here which number you need to keep it here. You know that if you divide with minus 1, this minus will get cancelled, you will get 25. So here what should be the answer here? Minus 25 divided by minus 1. Here this minus will get cancelled, and you know that A divided by 1 is always equal to 1. The answer is 25. So which number you need to write it here? Minus 1. Again here the same thing. A divided by 1 is equal to A. Here already they have given divided by 1. So which number you need to write? The same number which is the result here. So write it here minus 49. So minus 49 divided by 1, which is equal to minus 49. From this exercise is completed. Now see the next exercise. First question. In a class test containing 15 questions, here how many questions are there total? 15 questions are there. So the total number of questions here the 15, and here what is said here 4 marks are given for every correct answer. So for every correct answer they are giving 4 marks, and what is said here, and minus 2 marks for every incorrect answer. That means if you have written the wrong answer, they are deducting here 2 marks. Minus 2 is nothing but they are reducing 2 marks. So here based on this they have given 2 questions here. Bharti attempts all questions. So here what they said here, one person is here which is Bharti. She attempted all questions. That means Bharti, how many questions she attempted here? Total questions are 15. So yes, she attempted all the 15 questions. Now here in the question says, but only 9 answers are correct. She written 15 questions, in that only 9 questions are correct. So here how many correct answers she has written here? 9 correct answers she has written here. But you know that in the question they have given here, for each correct answers how many marks they are giving here? 4 marks. So for 9 correct answers how many marks they has to give? Which is nothing but 9 into 4, which is 36 marks. Right? Here what's the question given here? Total number of questions are 15. For each correct answer they are giving 4 marks. For each wrong answer they are reducing 2 marks. Based on this, you need to solve two questions here. What is said here? Bharti attempts 15 questions. In that, only 9 questions are correct. So, if for each correct answer they are giving 4 marks. For 9 answers, they has to give 9 into 4, which is 36 marks. Now here, you know that they said that Bharti attempts total 15 questions. In that, 9 questions are correct, right? How many incorrect answers will be there? If you want to calculate the incorrect answers, what we need to do? We need to subtract the total questions from the correct questions, then you will get the incorrect questions. So here, total number of questions are 15. In that, 9 she has written correct. So how many questions she will get wrong? Which is nothing but 6 questions. Right? You need to subtract these two values so that you will get the value which is 6. That means 6 questions she has written wrong. For each incorrect answer, how many marks they are reducing here? Minus 2 marks. So here 6 into minus 2, which is nothing but minus 12 marks. This is the marks she got for the correct answers, and this is the marks she has to be reduced for the incorrect answer. Now in the question they are asking here what is her total score. Then what will be her total score? For total score you need to subtract these two values. So you will get here 6 minus 2, which is 4, 3 minus 1, which is 2. So the total marks Bharti got in her exam, which is 24 marks. So what is the question given here again? The total number of questions they have given as 15. For the correct answers, you got 4 marks. For the incorrect answers, for minus 2 marks will be reduced. She attempted 15 questions. In that, 9 questions are correct. Since 9 questions are correct, you need to multiply with 4. So you get 36. So how many questions he has written wrong? Which is nothing but 15 minus 9, which is 6. For each incorrect answer, how many marks they are reducing? Minus 2 marks. So here 6 into minus 2, which is minus 12. You need to calculate the total score so that you will get the answer as 24. Now, let's see the second one. This is the question they have given, and they said that one of her friends Hema. They said that one of her friend Hema attempts only 5 questions. How many questions he attempted here? Only 5 questions, and all are correct. She attempted only 5 questions, and they said that all questions are correct. So how many correct answers she has written? 5 correct answers. And you know that for each correct answers, how many marks? Getting 4 marks. For 5 correct answers, they has to get 5 into 4, which is 20 marks. Since she has written only correct answers, so there is no reduction of the marks for the Hema. So the total score will be 20 marks. Now write this answer. So how we can write this one? The total number of questions how many total number of questions are there? 15. And marks given for correct answer. How many marks they are giving for the correct answer, which is 4. Marks reduced for the incorrect answer. How many marks they are reducing here? 2 marks they are reducing here. In that, the first question given here, Bharati attempts. How many questions she attempts? Bharati attempts all questions. So Bharati attempts how many questions? 15 questions. So here write marks obtained. In that, how many are correct? For 9 correct answers. So how much she has to get? 9 into 4, which is 36. So how many marks will be there for the incorrect answers? Marks reduced for 6 incorrect answers. Which is nothing but 6 6 into 2, which is 12. Since they are reducing, we need to keep minus. So what is the total score? The total score will be how much? Which is nothing but, here write it here, the total score will be 36 minus 12, which is 24. Right? I already explained, just I have written in the form of the words here. The total number of questions are 15. Bharti attempts 9 correct answers. For each correct answer, they have to get 4 marks. So the total marks will be 36. For each incorrect answer, they are reducing minus 2 marks. So how many marks will be reduced? Minus 12. If you want to calculate the total score, you need to subtract those two values so that you are getting the total score as 24. Now, in the second question, the second one, Hema attempts. How many questions Hema attempts here? They have given 5 questions. In that, all questions are correct. So here, marks obtained for correct answers. For each correct answer, how many marks are giving? 4 marks. So for 5, you have to take the answer as 20. Since she did not return any incorrect answer, so the total score will be, there is no marks to be reduced. Since she did not return any incorrect answer, so the total score will be 20. In the next session, we are going to discuss the remaining problems. Here, in this exercise, the fourth question is similar to that of this question. You can do it as an homework. In the tomorrow session, we are going to discuss the second and third question.